Hello guys, and welcome back to another Star Stable video. This time I'm going over a few ideas of look at how to improve this game and make it better, as well as a little bit of a rant. So if you're not into ranting, please leave the video now. Give you a few seconds to leave. Okay, if you're still here, good, and if you left, good. Either way, on with the video. First one is here in Jarlheim, and it is the dressage arena here. It's been here twice now since the open house event, and I wish they would actually keep it here, since both times I said it's because of popular demand. Well, if it's popular demand, why don't you just leave it? Since a lot of people like this arena, especially since there's only 2 arenas to do dressage in, which is here in Jarlheim as well as riding arena, but both of them get very crowded easily. And the nice thing about this, it is kind of a leave me alone arena, because people will go away as soon as you enter it. See, like that just happened. And you kind of be left alone. The only people that see you are club members and group people. So that kind of makes you a little more private. So I think that'd be very nice to keep it. You know, if Star Stable first is getting rid of it again this Wednesday, and knowing them, no matter how much we convince them, they're not going to keep it. So, yeah, it's not going to be fun that way. Okay, next one's going to be here at Racetrack. So there's going to be 2 over here in Silverglade. Let you know, my ideas right now are not going to be based on new horse breeds or new tack or equipment or anything, because I've just heard too many of those and it started becoming a little unoriginal. I mean, yes, we do need more of it, but it needs a break. So the other thing is the racetrack here, and same with the oil fields over there. Why don't they give us a quest to actually get rid of the oil fields and clean that up, as well as fix this racetrack over here? And because when you finish the race at that track, go back to Baroness, and she does say, why isn't someone working on it, and why is it not done? I question the same thing. Why isn't it done? Why can't we have a quest to actually fix it? Because do you imagine how pretty it could possibly be? I mean, if it's complete, and it could be a really good, nice steeple course or a flat racing course. But yeah, I think that'd be a nice spot, and it'll be a nice new experience for that race, and it would give us something else to do, or something to help us fix it. And next thing is this type of for sale barn here. There's only one other one that's like this, which is an Epona. Except I think that one's even a little bit bigger than this one. And they definitely could use something like this, honestly, since they're bringing in so many horses. Since honestly, I know Star Stable said they have different teams for different stuff, but really, I think it's all. I think that's kind of, BS. And I think they are just only focused on horses, because that's kind of getting ridiculous. There's so many of them now. I mean, and those are kind of slowing down a little bit, but I think they're just still too many. But because of that, there's not a lot of space to even put them anymore. And that's becoming a problem, especially for Pinta. They could do something like this, because they only have like that little stall and that little itty-bitty paddock where the for sale horses are. And since there's always whenever a new breed comes out, there's always one that's set over there somewhere, in the same spot usually. They could use something like that over here, because they always have a ton of horses for sale, but they probably won't do it since the horse market's not far from there, and they're pushing a lot of horses over there now too. But they definitely could use more barns like this, because with how many horses they're releasing now, and it's kind of becoming hard to keep up with, if you ask me. Okay, next one's gonna be over in Southhoof. Southhoof, yep. Okay, I'm gonna go buy these Jinko Teague ponies over here. And the reason I buy these ponies is because if you're here a lot like I am, you'll know there's a herd of wild Welsh ponies, and you could buy them here at Southwolf too, just at a different spot. They're by the Hermit, which is way out there. All these are right here. What I don't get is why they don't add a herd of wild Chincoteague ponies too. This is kind of like the island of Chincoteague a bit, messed with Escateague. I think I probably said that wrong. Correct me later. But yeah, it'd be cool if they added like two types of pony herds, and you could run with either one of them. And speaking of wild ponies, there they are. Yeah, that'd be cool if we had like Chincoteague and Welsh ponies here, but probably won't happen until they update the Welsh ponies, since I know that's the only pony that's not a Gen 3 now, or it's been an updated version. You know, but I don't like some of the Gen 3s, honestly. Some of them are getting kind of cookie cutter, especially with Tech A. It's just the your Warmblood again, but just made skinnier, so. And speaking of the Warmblood, I'm not gonna pull mine out, but you kind of probably get the idea of this. As I don't like the way it looks, actually. To me, it looks like a mix between the Trocanair, Chimera, and a little bit of Charlie the Unicorn for some odd reason. And I don't like the looks of that. It's just not very good. But what I want to get at is, if I make it not just where you get just find coat colors that are suited for you, but also maybe eye color and also even height and build. Like, what if you want to maybe, say, start on a pony or a draft horse? I think that would add a lot more individually to a player in the game, and I think it would get more people to play the game and not just have to get stuck with just the same Warmblood and be identical to somebody else. Just only difference being a coat color, but you can still tell it's the same thing. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem, I think. It'd be cool to see if they would put something like that in effect, but they're not going to, probably, because they don't care. Because last time I said because last time I seen we have a Yorvik Warmblood and a Yorvik pony even for sale, but there's like no Yorvik style draft horse, which would be kind of cool to see. Okay, one of the next second to last thing kind of here is it's also gonna go for both Epona here and Golden Hills, because both these have the exact same problem. And okay, it's gonna be Fort Maria up there. If anybody knows, it takes a while to get here, level 17 to be exact. Don't know why I'm running for the fields. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just being weird. Okay. Okay, here we are at Fort Maria, and as you can see, we can't go in. And same problem, similar problem happened, I think, in Golden Hills when we got the Light Trail quest, which was actually one of the creepier quests. That's why I recommend this game. Is not for people 10 and younger. I would say actually maybe wait till 13 to play this game, because there are some really creepy factors in this game, as well as some really, there's definitely stuff that even adults get bothered by, and that's saying something. If you play this game really far like I have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, what I want to say about Fort Maria, as well as the one castle in Golden Hills, I don't know where I know it has a name. If you know it, please tell me in the comments. I know there's a sign that said it, but I'm not gonna go look for it right now. But what I want to say about Fort Maria here is, I thought this, and the same thing with the castle, is they're both areas that they both are completely teased, which is getting really annoying, because it seems like every time we think there's gonna be a new area, they tease us, which is getting really annoying for Star Stable. Sorry, this is gonna be a bit of a rant. And one of the main reasons from Fort Maria here, especially, was Buck here. He was seen at the actually at the beach party last year for summer, and he's here, and he said he doesn't like James because he was actually in one of the older games back when the games were called Starshine Legacy and not Star Stable. So, I thought because of that, maybe leading up to this, and also even Idris mentioned Fort Maria in one of those hearings he has when he does the fortune telling. And there was a news quest that said, "Coming for you, James." So I thought maybe Buckle with Hair or something was going to capture him, and we'd have something to do here at Fort Maria. But no, he did not get that. Instead, James just gets in trouble with money again, and we just hurt a bunch of horses, which is already a pain in the butt, and just have a quest where we just take pictures with a stupid toy. We don't care about that kind of stuff, people. We want stuff like this. We want a quest to do. And same thing happened to the castle in Golden Hills. Because, yeah, the trail itself is very nice, and so is the land, but literally it just ended right before the castle, which is annoying because literally right at the end there's a bunch of boulders that are blocking the way to even get into it, and they could have done something with that and at least now block it off. Or I don't know why they didn't just let us go to it when they were hinting at it once again in news feeds and stuff. So I don't get why Star Stable keeps teasing us like this. It's just not cool, and it's not right to do, because you're just giving us such high hopes, and then you're just letting us down and really making us angry, I think. Definitely made me disappointed when I saw that. Okay, so that little rant is over. That's probably my biggest rant in the game. I'm sorry you guys had to hear that, but I just really had to get that off my chest. Okay. Okay, last thing is actually be a Valley Hidden Dinosaur. I'm just going to take a trailer there because I do have a port actually there, which unfortunately does take a while to get. I believe it's popular with that camp there to get it. It's either there or it's light. It's one of the two. I don't remember which one. It's been a while. Because there used to be an easier port, but they got rid of it. And if you know how much I was talking about trailers, I'm just calling them ports since that's what you do. You just port around the game. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, here we are. There's actually two things I wanted to discuss here. Well, technically kind of three. First one is right here. Actually, this camp looks pretty cool at night like this. Is this stable here? You build it yourself. I believe it's friendly. I think you start building this stuff. Here it's either there or it's liked. It's not super far in. I mean, I definitely know the port. That balloon over there takes a lot longer to get open than this camp is. So, but why don't we actually, when you build this, why don't you ever have horses here that are for sale? I mean, we have several horses that are cold tolerant that'd be fine here, you know? And I'm sorry, my horse is going to be a little slow because my horse is, as you can see, is not cold tolerant since it's just an Andalusian. So, but I wish we could have some horses there. I mean, even if it takes a while to get it, give us something to at least work on and give us a reason to log on to Star Stable. So, the last thing is going to be over here, and particularly as I'm walking, it's going to be the other part. Is I don't like to kind of get rid of the fog that used to be here, and this is like another scare factor, because like I said, Star Stable definitely has scary moments and definitely scarier lands, and I think this one was one of the worst of it. So, because yeah, very eerie place. It's very barren. Not saying something because usually snowy areas tend to be either kind of pretty in most horse games or kind of cherry, but no, this one's definitely very eerie and creepy. So, but when it was foggy, it was even eerier and more kind of a creep fast factor, scare factor, whatever you want to call it. But But yeah, I don't know, maybe because it was maybe causing people the bump and everything because it was hard to see or something, so maybe that's why they got rid of it, which is a little understandable. But I wish they kind of kept it just for the scare factor, because I'm someone who actually likes horror, so no, some people don't, but other people do. But this kind of has a mix of like both, you know? Okay, now we're up here. This is one of the things that kind of also bugged me a lot, is actually, if you guys are an older player like I am, you will remember the Calators, like like those Eskimo people that used to be here in this very spot, and they also had a port right here, but can't travel here that easily anymore. Actually, another thing I want from that is, since they left, I want to know what's behind that gate of theirs. Like, where did they go? And why did they flee? But of course, Star Sibyl's probably not going to answer this anytime soon. But what I don't get is why they even get rid of them in the first place. I mean, I know there was something that scared them, but they seem like they're pretty brave people. They're constantly even following you around in quests and stuff a couple times, and kind of even looking at you kind of suspicious. Like, I'm almost thinking there might be kind of bad guys in a way. But yeah, I don't get why they got rid of them. And another thing they could have done, I think that was kind of lazy on Star Sibyl's part, is when they were updated the fjords, is why didn't they just give the updated ones to the Calators? That made no sense. Why to just scrap them and just throw them into the new ones into Mistfall, when they could have just given the new ones to the Calators and just threw the old models over into the horse market. Because in case, maybe someone's newer, maybe they like it, but they can't get it anymore, which is completely unfair, if you ask me. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the old fjords or the new ones, but I know some people like both, or one of them, but you can only get the new one right now, but I don't like it as much because it just looks like plastic. But, yeah, what if you actually liked them? And, like I said, they actually gave you quests and stuff to do here. There's really not much to do here in the Valley Hidden Dinosaur anymore since they left, so... Because all you do is just build that camp, and there's just a few times other times you have to come here, but other than that, there's really nothing to do. So, I don't get why they got rid of them, and what made them flee. I did make a theory video on that before, so go check that one out too. And really give us something else to do here. This place has become so boring. I barely come here anymore except for one race when I want to train, because I'm one of those few people who does train their horses quite a bit and makes goals about it. But yeah, those are just my few ideas I have, and I would like to hear what you would think about all these ideas, and even ideas you might have as well. Comment down below. I'd like to hear from you, and happy riding, people.